Hi everyone, Jason here from tastebetter.com. We're done with the food fair. We posted a couple of updates over the course of the weekend, but I thought it'd be more fun to do one of these video updates for today because it's over, so you can't make it anyway, so why write a bunch of stuff. But I mentioned yesterday that on Saturday we had a visit from the health board, the Toronto Health people, and I want to preface this by saying I have the utmost respect for what they do and the job that they fulfill because it's important. I go to vegetarian restaurants and non-vegetarian restaurants from time to time, and I like to know that somebody's at least watching to make sure that the basic standards of cleanliness are in. That said, I gotta say they don't have a lot of sense of humor on what they're doing, and the language that they were using was kind of interesting because they'd ask me a question, what are you doing about such and such, and I say, oh well, we're doing this, and they come back, no you're not. Okay, what do you think would be better? And at one point, because they're laying down a bunch of rules and stuff, and I say, okay, well what about if we did this, because I see what you're saying, and based on the circumstances and stuff and where we are in the environment and stuff, would this be acceptable? And at one point there were two of them, and the one woman goes, sir, we're telling you what to do and you're trying to take this somewhere else, do not go there. And it was very, very abrupt. Instead of trying to work with me, they were trying to, I wanted to cooperate. I was very explicit on that. I was using very helpful language and stuff, trying to work with them. But they were very much in an authoritative state and wanted to tell me what to do. And so it kind of bummed me out, but it also occurred to me that I know a lot of activists and stuff who use similar language, and it's not always the most effective way. When somebody comes at you and say, you're doing this, like I know you're not, your first instinct is to say, oh, screw you, I'm going to mess with your head. And when you're trying to convince somebody to go to a plant-based diet, that kind of approach might not be the best way to try. So I hope that these guys, while they were going around and checking out all the other vendors, that they had a chance to take in some of the sights and the atmosphere and the people and the experts that were around, because maybe they could learn something about their job. Because if you want to make a difference, like a meaningful difference, instead of just punching in a time clock, I think there's a lot to be learned in terms of outreach and stuff. So I hope that they had a good time at the fair. I know I did, and everybody else that went and visited, I hope you did as well, and we'll see you later.